Unit 18. D is for delta. In Greek, the English letter D is a delta. In print, a delta looks like a triangle. The ancient Greeks gave the letter's name to the similarly shaped areas of sediment set down at the mouths of rivers. Rivers often carry large amounts of soil, sand, and other matter in their waters. When a river runs swiftly, its strong current erodes earth from the banks and carries it along with the current. As the water slows, some of this sediment settles. When a river flows into the sea, its current is abruptly slowed. The sediment tends to drop faster than when the river is flowing freely. Over the centuries, this sediment builds up into generally fan-shaped plains. As the delta grows, the course of the river becomes blocked by buildup. The river then splits into a network of smaller branches before it empties into the sea. Deltas form most often where a river carries a heavy load of suspended matter and where the sea is calm. Seas with strong tides and shore currents tend to wash away the sediment as fast as it is deposited. The Amazon River has a large underwater delta, but tides and waves keep the deposit from reaching sea level. Deltas are not present in regions such as the Atlantic coast of North America, where the land has sunk or subsided in recent geologic times. The St. Lawrence and Hudson rivers have bays called estuaries instead of deltas at their mouths. Deltas have been of great benefit to humans since ancient times. The silts, sands, and clays left by floodwaters have proved very fertile. As humans learn to farm, great cities have sprung up in delta plains. The mazes of waterways common in a delta provide natural routes for both communication and trade. River mouths give ocean vessels access to inner ports. Many of the world's great port cities are located in delta plains. Alexandria in Egypt and New Orleans in Louisiana are both flourishing examples. The majority of the world's delta areas have not been used to their full economic potential. The Mekong Delta is known as the Rice Bowl of Southeast Asia because of the massive rice fields and farms there. However, political and military upheavals in the 1960s and 1970s delayed programs to increase the use of this fertile region. Other large tropical deltas in South America and Africa are in essence untouched. Unit 19. The bicycle. A bicycle is a simple machine consisting of two wheels housed in a frame. It includes a steering mechanism, a seat, and two pedals. This simple machine provides recreation and exercise as well as fuel-efficient transportation to people around the world. In some countries, such as China, bicycles are as important as automobiles are in the United States. Bike racing ranks behind only soccer as a popular sport in Europe and Latin America. Every year throughout the world, an increasing number of people buy bicycles. Between 2003 and 2007, about 18.5 million bikes were sold annually in the United States. China, however, is a much larger producer of bicycles than the United States. Historians do not know who invented the bicycle. Leonardo da Vinci, the well-known Italian artist of the 15th century, drew rough sketches of something resembling a bike. In 1690, a French inventor named Médée de Sivrac built a hobby horse that had wheels but no pedals. It moved by means of the rider's feet pushing against the ground. Bicycle development took a major step around 1840. A Scottish blacksmith, Kirkpatrick McMullen, built a device with two pedals connected by a rod that provided power to the rear wheel. Following Macmillan's invention, the bicycle became a popular and inexpensive means of transportation in England, France, and the United States. The roads were full of ruts and holes, but the development of a bicycle called the ordinary helped solve this problem. An ordinary had an enormous front wheel that measured as high as 5 feet, about 150 centimeters, or more. The large wheel enabled the rider to cruise easily over rough terrain. However, the great height of the ordinary made it difficult to mount and ride. An accident could cause serious injury. Bicycle riding became safer in 1886 with the appearance of the safety bike, which had two wheels of equal size. Pedals drove the rear wheel by means of a chain and sprockets. In 1880, John Dunlop of Scotland invented a pneumatic or air-filled tire that made bike riding much smoother. The next improvement came about in 1900 when an English manufacturer developed a 3-speed wheel hub for bicycles. This enabled riders to cover hilly terrain at higher speeds. In the 1960s, the 10-speed gear shift became common on bikes, though many still have a 3-speed system or no gear shift at all.